last week in gaming, everybody. Oh boy, this week was a doozy when it comes to gaming news. Yes, indeed. And no, I'm not talking about my epic boss fights in Link's Awakening, because those have been going pretty great, and Bow Wow and I have become besties. Yep, just want to carry him wherever I go, because he could just eat all the bad guys and protect me from dying all the time. Where are my Bow Wow lovers out there in chat? I would love to see any of you guys, so be sure to leave a comment. Let's get to the news, because that's what this show is all about. You're never ever going to believe this. The next PlayStation will be called, wait for it, the PlayStation 5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you probably believe that, and that's because it's like so freaking obvious. But still, Sony made some hoopla over at Wired about the official name reveal and more. For instance, we also now know the PS5 will launch during the 2020 holiday season. Again, not very surprising. On top of that, system architect Mark Cerny confirmed that, quote, there is ray tracing acceleration in the GPU hardware. So there's your tech mumbo jumbo that has to do with complex lighting or something. There was also more boasting about the solid state drive and a bit of elaboration on the PlayStation 5's user interface, which I found the most intriguing. For instance, from the home screen, we will apparently see multiplayer game servers and missions we can tackle in single player games, picking one which will quickly boot up the game, which is pretty great. That seems pretty rad. But honestly, we have to go through this song and dance every freaking time when the most important thing is the games. And until we can actually see what they're going to look like and what they're going to be, it's pretty hard to get excited over these embargoes. I mean, ambiguous specs. Basically, I'm saying Sony should announce Knack 3 as PS5 launch title, and we'll just leave it at that. Okay? Building off these PS5 official deets, Eurogamer talked a tad about a PlayStation VR patent dug up by the site Let's Go Digital, of course. Basically, it seems like Sony is working on an updated headset for PS5 that might even be wireless. Though remember, if you don't want to worry about upgrading your PSVR, your good old headset should be compatible with PS5. So we good, guys. Could take a chill pill. All right, enough of that. Enough of the future. Let's talk about the now, like how Sony is ditching Facebook support for PS4. According to Polygon, yep, that basically means we won't be able to find PSN friends through Facebook or upload screenshots. There's reportedly no official explanation, but maybe it boils down to the fact that kids these days don't seem to use the old Facebook. Like, seriously, the social network seems like a place where old people yell about clouds or new parents share photos of their kiddos, what they really should not do. It's basically the Bob Evans of the social networking world. I said it! Just take it, guys, it's true. But I will miss uploading screenshots because Facebook was just the easiest thing to use, and now I don't know what I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do? I'm an old person. Blizzard, the company behind beloved franchises like World of Warcraft, Diablo, and Overwatch, is facing quite a bit of backlash. IGN reports it all started when the company issued a 12-month ban against a Hearthstone pro player after he expressed solidarity with Hong Kong protesters against the Chinese government during a Grandmasters match. This has led to other pro players, US politicians, and Epic Games founder Tim Sweeney speaking out against Blizzard, with Boycott Blizzard even trending on Twitter this past week. Ouch. People argue Blizzard is basically kowtowing to the Chinese government and access to that market for money instead of standing up for an individual's rights to express themselves. I personally don't think we'll see the end of that fallout from this situation anytime soon. In fact, as of this recording, Blizzard finally broke their silence on the matter and released a statement basically saying that the ban was not because of China, saying the specific views expressed by Blitzchung were not a factor in the decision we made. I want to be clear, our relationships in China had no influence on our decision. They then expressed that they've since reduced Blitzchung's suspension to only 6 months instead of a year and will restore his winnings. It has been a week for Blizzard, and of course, I would love to hear from you guys on what your thoughts are about this whole ordeal. I'm just waiting to see how this all will affect Blizzard in the long run. Just patiently waiting, without judgment. That's me. Doom Eternal is dipping out of this year and dropping on March 20th instead. Developer id Software stated on the official Doom Twitter account to make sure we're delivering the best experience for Doom Eternal to live up to our standards of speed and polish. we've made the decision to extend our launch date by a few months to March 20th, 2020. That sounds nice, rolls off the tongue. We know many fans will be disappointed by this delay, but we are confident that Doom Eternal will deliver a gaming experience that is worth the wait. On top of that, the Switch version of Doom Eternal will now release sometime after the other versions. No specific reason was given, but come on, there's a demon. They're clearly trying to avoid named Animal Crossing New Horizons. That's all it is, guys. I swear to God. Trick or treats smell Caustic's feet because Apex Legends is getting a seasonal event. That's neat. I love when Evan writes these fun little poems, I guess. The Fight or Fright collection event will run on October 15th. That's this Tuesday through November 5th. There will be a spooky new Shadowfall mode set at night on Kings Canyon, as well as a few new skins for the game's characters. I gotta say, Caustic may stink, but that clown getup is fresh. And now I'm gonna go and play some Apex. Bye, just kidding. I'm still gonna host the show. Let's continue. Speaking of EA, the company is doing a soccer celebration because FIFA 20 has over 10 million players. I think they're doing the one when you put your arms out like an airplane and then slide on the grass. At least I hope so, because that's a goodie. Anyway, on top of this, EA confirmed over 450 million matches have been played in FIFA 20, along with 1.2 billion goals scored. I wish I knew how many controllers have been broken from online matches too. That'd be an interesting stat, but how do you track that? Anyways, train of thought, let's correct it. All right, now I wanna know what you are all up to this weekend and coming this week. Yeah, I'd love to know. Are you going to show up for the big Fortnite events, especially since everyone is expecting a new map finally for season 11? Or are you planning to watch the Breaking Bad movie El Camino on Netflix? That's gonna be good. Or maybe you're still kicking it with your Guardian homies in Destiny 2 Shadowkeep. As for yours truly, I'm couch-ridden and sleeping and Link's Awakening, possibly Apexing, and Frisbeeing. Nope, that's not happening. Frisbeeing, I don't need that. I got my PC. All right, and my Switch. Oh my God, so many games to play. That's it for the news this week, folks. If you like today's show, as always, please show it with a sub, a like, or a comment. Go off now into the sunset or afternoon set and enjoy your weekend. Thank you for always sticking by me and holding out every week to find out, will Elwig be late this week or later than late? I know, it's a mystery every time. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Bye, thanks for tuning in.